Hi there, this is Steve from Open Flight Solutions, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble the Open Flight Solutions remote mount kit for your ADS-B antennas. So here you see a mount kit that's already been put together. Included with the kit are a pair of ADS-B extensions which have SMA connectors on the ends, and the actual bracket itself, a set of screws up there, and then the screws actually are used to hold in suction cups. There's also another set of small screws that are used as set screws to hold the antennas into place. It's probably worth mentioning that while this mount will work with the original stock antennas, the small antennas, it works much better with these larger antennas, in part because these are high gain and they send a great deal more signal through the cable, and of course, as everybody knows, you lose signal as you go through coax. So this gives you enough signal at the other end that everything works well. So you can try it with the default stock antennas, but I highly recommend these high gains, and you can order them when you're ordering the kit. So here are the parts that come with it. You'll see that there are the two bags here that contain extension cables, and then there's a small hardware kit. And in the hardware kit, you'll see that there are the two suction cups, the pair of screws for mounting the suction cups, and the little set screws. And then you'll also have the bracket itself. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and mount the suction cups. So take those out with the hardware. And using an ordinary Phillips screwdriver, just go ahead and pop that through. These should go in really easily. It's of course soft material because it's, well, rubber for a suction cup. And then just screw it in. Of course, be careful. You can actually see in there what you're doing, so don't over tighten it and wind up popping through the far side. You shouldn't be able to. These are only 1/2-inch screws, but just in case, keep an eye. And then same thing over here on this other one. Screw that into place. And there you go. You've got your suction cups on there. The next thing you'll want to do is set the set screws in place. So go ahead and you can see, put one through. You can get it to the point where you're able to see just the beginning of it popping through the other side, and then stop. Do the same thing over here. And you're ready to go ahead and mount up the antennas. So there's no real magic to mounting the antennas, but I will show you one thing that makes it a little bit easier. Take one of the antennas, and rather than trying to screw it on just by twisting this once the antenna is mounted in place, go ahead and mount it on here first. So you get it nice and tight, and then turn it so that it's basically making a zigzag pattern, because you're going to want that to lock in like so once you put it in place. Take the other antenna and do the same thing. Screw it on there, bend it at 90, again you got your zigzag, and then you're actually ready to mount them. So here we're going to put the 1090 over on that side, and the 978 over on this side. You could shove them all the way up, but frankly it doesn't matter. They balance a little bit better if you leave them down like that. And so once you've got everything in place, you just tighten up the set screws just a little bit. You don't want to drive it all the way through the case or anything. You just want to tighten it up enough that it holds the antenna, doesn't let it drop back down or twist. And there you go. That is now mounted up. Now, because this is like 1090 ES, what you might want to do is put an E on this little end down here so that you know that this is 1090 ES. And since this is 978 UAT, you might put a U on the end of that one, or whatever you want to keep it straight. That way when you actually go to connect it up to your flight box, you're able to keep it connected in the right order. Okay, so here you see I've put U on the bottom of this one for UAT, and E for 1090 ES, and here's a flight box, and there's the 1090, so we'll hook that to our E. Get that in there and get it connected up. You can adjust these to whatever angle makes the most sense for your installation. So do the same thing with this one on the other side. go. There you have a flight box that is now connected to a remote antenna mount. Mix this with the remote GPS that we offer, and you actually can blind mount the flight box pretty much anywhere in the shade, nice and cool, and still have great reception. Thank you very much.